From far and wide, Oilers fans, this is Dolynny TV. And welcome back to another Edmonton Oilers discussion here on Dolynny TV. Guys, it is a level 3, a mason jar full of iced tea, as today Connor McDavid has been suspended 2 games by the NHL for his hit in that New York Islanders game. And man, oh man, oh man, is there a lot to unpack in that whole thing. 2 games, obviously 2 critical games against the Ducks, against a very good Nashville Predators teams. Again, the playoff hopes are still there because we're only 6 points back somehow, and the math is crazy. Oh man. Okay, so where do we begin sorting through it? Because do you go back the history Connor McDavid has with NHL defensemen? Do you go back to just earlier in the game? Where do you go back that Connor McDavid, of all players, I mean, you guys know I'm a huge Connor McDavid fan, huge Oilers fan. Yes, I am biased. Where in all NHL history does a guy like Connor McDavid just come out of nowhere? Really, I mean, like, there was really nothing that I saw in the game, nothing I've seen on Twitter leading up since this suspension, explaining why Connor McDavid would take a headshot run at Nick Leddy. Now, obviously, we've heard the McDavid quotes and seen them on Sportsnet if you've read the article, saying that was not the intention. What else is he supposed to say? Honestly, what else is Connor McDavid supposed to say other than his intention was not to go for the head? I think even if you're Radko Gudas or Tom Wilson in the NHL media, you have to say your intention was not to go for the head. I mean, if you're getting suspended 2 or 3 games by the NHL, and you say, well, you know what, I actually meant to go for the head, and I just didn't tell them that, so they wouldn't suspend me more. Guess what? You're looking at a lot bigger of a mess. No, not am I trying to imply that Connor McDavid meant to go for the head. Right? That's the thin line I'm trying to walk in this video topic today, is there's a very discreet line kind of there in the sand. It's such a big mess because you got to start looking at the big picture. Because I think Jason Greger put it best on Twitter. I actually have to find the tweet, because Jason Greger had an absolutely beautiful tweet about it, about the McDavid suspension. Where was it? Right here. All right, so where is it? All right. He won't play tomorrow against Ducks or Monday in Nashville. Him being McDavid. No one can say league is favoring Stars now when it comes to suspension. Malkin, Giordano, Carlson, and McDavid suspended in 1 year. That, you know what? Fine. Dandy. Good. That's the way. League rules should apply to everybody, not just some people. Not just repeat offenders, first offenders. I'm fine with that. No problem. Don't pretend I have a problem with the Connor McDavid suspension, because realistically, the way that play looks, after watching it 7 times on a live stream and watching you guys react to it in real time as well, I'm 100% it is a suspension worthy. And you know what? Two games for that kind of hit. If it was anyone else, probably a lot worse. So I'm fine. Now, here's the thing, which is fine. I said it's fine. Jason Greger says it's fine. I agree. But imagine if they protected Stars from obstructions on the ice. Okay, there's my point. There's the point I'm trying to make. Jason Greger sums it up perfectly. Because Connor McDavid, we all saw in that 4-0 game early January against the LA Kings, Drew Doughty's shot to the head on Connor McDavid. You heard anything that happened there? Me neither. And that's the kind of tic-tac, knick-knack kind of stuff that happens on Connor McDavid every single game. Now, okay, now you're right here. I'm a biased Oilers fan. I'm crying foul. Well, no, this is not me crying foul. I think this is actually Connor McDavid crying foul. Even if the intention wasn't to go for the head, if Nick Leddy did something a little extra when he was crashing in on him offensively, McDavid on Leddy, and McDavid didn't like that, what's McDavid going to do? Realistically, guys, are you expecting Connor McDavid, I'm sorry, with Milan Lucic, Zach Kassian, and Jujhar Khaira on this team, Are you expecting Connor McDavid to say, hey, Leddy, I didn't like that. Let's shed the gloves and chuck him? You know what happened last time Connor McDavid chucked the gloves? Ah, yes, he broke his hand. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. I'm sorry. I love fighting in hockey. Don't get me wrong. Connor McDavid fighting is not on my list of things to see in the NHL. Fair, yes, every NHL star has to fight at some point. But I'm sorry, Connor McDavid just in his youth fighting. No, please no. Please no. So, what else is he supposed to do? He can finish a hard check, but like, seriously, that's exactly what he's trying to do there. Finish a hard check. And he would have sent Leddy sprawling, whether he got the head or the shoulder, the way he came in. I'll get to the pictures right now, because it's very clear. You see, Connor McDavid is still, Nick Leddy's in the motion of moving. This was going to be a high, heavy collision, not high hit. Not what I'm trying to get at. High and heavy, like big time collision. And then you get to the Connor McDavid following through. Well, you can kind of see from that angle, just the pictures I'm showing you, the stills I screen capped. You can see where McDavid's saying, I was trying to just follow through on the check, but he stopped up. Obviously, this is where now all of a sudden, oh god dang, I've opened up the Pandora's box, and that's why it's a level 3 emergency mason jar full of iced tea. Because now I've opened up the Pandora's box of Nick Leddy shouldn't have had his head down. We had this debate, Ace and I, one of the guys in the chat last night. Ace has been a great follower of the game, or games, and great follower of Dolynny TV, and hearing himself the mention here, because it's as simple as this. Old style, your head's down, you're to blame, not the other guy that hit you. So Connor McDavid kind of getting blame-free, although Connor McDavid's got the suspension for it, right? We're seeing old school versus new school here, and I am stuck on a thin rope, nowhere near in the middle, nowhere near on the edge, right? I'm in almost a void in between, honestly, on where my opinion sits, because A, I don't blame Connor McDavid for getting a little bit greasy after getting greased for 60 games up until now. Okay, fine, but hold on. Now you've got Connor McDavid doing this, and somebody's going to be looking for retribution. Well, if somebody's coming to beat the crap out of Connor McDavid, I don't want that to happen. Oh my God, that's my star player. Well, okay, but there you go. You should have Lucic and Kazian who can do that job. You see where I'm looking? It's old school versus new school, and it is just not a good collision course for the Oilers to be on, because now Connor McDavid's gone and done this. Man, if Nick Leddy suffers some long-term consequences of this hit, next time the Islanders play the Oilers, it could get messy. And I'm sorry, I don't like my chances in a mess when you've got Kazian and Lucic and Jujhar Khaira as guys who can step up there and get it done. I mean, Darnell Nurse, sure, but we've seen what he did against Anders Lee. So, oh man, I'm not liking what this hit sets as a precedent between these two teams in terms of the blowback on the Oilers. And B, I really don't like that now Connor McDavid's been suspended, so now he's got the eyes of the NHL on him player discipline wise, and does this or does this not buy him less or more calls when he's the one getting harassed by the defenseman, right? This is a 180. Connor McDavid getting suspended for headshotting a defenseman is a complete 180 from what we've seen for the past 3 years with Connor McDavid. Fair to say? I think it is. So, I don't know. I honestly don't know which way to go with this, other than it absolutely sucks. Flaggy, another guy who commented earlier today about the Oilers possibly losing McDavid for 2 games, saying it would suck if we lost him for Anaheim, Nashville. Well, now we have, and it really does suck, because we go back to point number 1 with the confusing time that is the Western Conference wildcard standings. We're 6 points out. All hope is 90% lost, but anything is probable until we're mathematically eliminated. 15 out of 22 games could possibly get us a playoff spot. Like, I don't know, man. I really don't know, because the ramifications this has to every degree of hockey for the Oilers is scary. However, do Do you just chalk it up as simple as McDavid was, not my intention? It's simply just an ugly debate to have with yourself, to have with me, to have with your friend at the bus stop, to have with your friend at the coffee shop, because there is literally, in this case, too much to consider, too much to be right or wrong. And that's scary. That is absolutely scary, that no matter what perspective you're coming at it from, you're wrong, you're right, you're somewhere in the middle. And that's tough. That's tough because Connor McDavid is now putting a target on his back, essentially, with this hit. But at the same rate, what else is he supposed to do? But at the same rate, it's not his intention to have done that hit. You see? Multi-prong, three-plug approach. What the heck? I'm trying to make sense of it, guys. I got nothing. Like I said, level 3 iced tea emergency because I don't know where to go from here. This is a tough one to even try to break down because you've got every single aspect saying, I don't know where to go. So guys, I'm Tyson. This is Dolynny TV. I will leave you at there. I will leave you right there. You take it wherever you want to go in the comment section because I'm full well expecting this one to be a fun one in the comment section. So get in there. As I said, I'm Tyson. This is Dolynny TV. I will catch you in the next one.